Good morning, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to Kila Chari Torah's daily Halacha review for Monday, the 25th of July. We are going to talk a little bit more about the 3 weeks now in depth, as we are in the 3 weeks, the period of semi-mourning throughout Am Yisrael that goes from the 17th of the month of Tammuz to the 9th of the month of Av and even into the next day in most years. These are called the 3 weeks. This is a time when we reflect and try to learn lessons from the destruction that befell our people in the first and second temple times, in addition to other catastrophic events that befell us in the course of our history, as we'll see. So he writes like this: the 3 weeks is a time when we avoid many activities. What's included in these? Why do we refrain from these? We'll talk about now the halachas of the 3 weeks. We live in a world, he writes, where it's very hard to realize what we're missing by not having the temple. We discussed this with the last topic, with the idea of tearing one's clothes in mourning when you see Jerusalem. We've gotten very comfortable, and many are really not waiting so much for the day when the Messiah will arrive. The Talmud tells us that one who mourns over the temple will merit seeing it rebuilt. This from Tractate Ta'anit, Tainus, which we learned together in Shul a couple of years ago. The Shulchan Aruch, the authoritative code of Jewish law, tells us that a Jew should worry about the destruction of the temple, reflect upon it every day of our lives. On the 17th day of the month of Tammuz, Hebrew month of Tammuz, which was a week ago, Shabbos, here are the 5 tragic occurrences that happened on that day. Moshe Rabbeinu broke the tablets when he came down from Mount Sinai and saw us making the golden calf. Number 1. Number 2, the Korban Tamid, the daily sacrifice in the temple, was discontinued in the first temple era as a result of the invasion of the enemy. Number 3, the destruction of the second temple, second Beis HaMikdash began. Number 4, Apostamos HaRasha, the wicked Apostamos, burnt the Torah. And number 5, an idol was placed in the Heichal, in the large building-like structure in the middle of the temple courtyard, an idol being about as great as a front to Judaism as you can imagine. On Tisha B'Av, 3 weeks later, 3 weeks later in the Hebrew calendar, the following tragedies occurred. Number 1, Klal Yisrael were informed that we would not be going into Israel right away because we wept in vain after hearing the evil report, the negative report of the spies, the Meraglim, which we read about just a few weeks ago in the portion of Shalach, in the beginning of Bamidbar, in the book of Numbers. Number 2, the first and second temples were destroyed. And number 3, Beitar, which was home to thousands of Jews, was captured by the Romans about the year 135 or so. And number 4, Turnus Rufus surrounded the Heichal, the large structure in the middle of the temple structure there. And that, again, was a disastrous day for the Jewish people. Because of these above tragedies, the custom is to refrain from many activities during the days between the 17th of Tammuz and Tisha B'Av, which are commonly known as Bein HaMetzarim, between the walls. This period, again, of semi-mourning throughout the Jewish nation and reflection on what's befallen us and what we can do to change things for the better. We'll talk in the next couple of days about some of these customs as they're practiced and as we practice them here. Have a good day, and please join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.